We have an article here today, Signal versus Telegram, to actually help you try to select which messaging app you're going to go to next. Actually, there's some differences between these two. And they're both aiming at the same thing, right? Encrypted or private messaging, alternative messaging apps from the big players. Signal is, they're run differently. So Telegram's a business, a for-profit business. Signal actually is not. Signal is, how do they describe it? Let me make sure I get it right here. A non-profit organization. So they have a whole different structure around how they operate. That means that they're getting donations in order to operate. So they're at no point going to turn on the monetization or the ads or anything. That's just how it's going to operate. Now, you can look at that two ways. You could say, well, wait a sec. They might not have as much revenue, which means they couldn't have as many developers, which means the app might not be as cool. But on the flip side, you can say, well, if they're not profit-driven in the same sense, then maybe they're not going to make compromises on our data. Telegram, on the other hand, is a private business, and at some point, you assume they're going to figure out a way to monetize. Now, granted, they could just charge people a couple bucks. It could just be
$1 for an app.
Yeah, it could just be probably monthly.
Monthly.
I would think it would be like $2 monthly or something.
Oh.
No, I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing right now. You can decide. I mean, depending how important it is to you. Now, listen, I'm just speculating, by the way. I'm just speculating. It would probably be a freemium scenario where you can use the app for free, or you get the premium version, which would unlock other features or whatever else.
Well, the free has like a banner ad or something?
Exactly. The free could be supported in some other way. But, okay, so here's the thing. Since I had limited exposure to either of these, I know that Telegram was popular in the crypto community. I know Signal its origin story is essentially the founder of WhatsApp who left and then made this app. It turns out that Signal is probably the more secure choice. And the reason being is that not all communications on Telegram are actually encrypted end-to-end. In fact, you have to start a secret chat in order for that to happen. And that secret chat can only be one-to-one. There is no completely secret version of a group chat or a group at all. On Signal, on the other hand, they can never look at your messages. It's impossible for them to read your messages. That goes for one-to-one, that goes for group chats, and you don't have to start a special secret chat. It's just every single communication, no matter what.
Well, I'm sold.
Okay, you're sold, but I'm not done yet. So that is 1 point for Signal.
Okay.
Now, both of these are available on iPhone, iPad, and Android. Each of them is free for the time being. Both offer optional desktop apps, so you can chat on a Windows PC, Mac, or Linux system.
Nice.
With a full keyboard, which is nice. Even WhatsApp is kind of weird about that if you've ever tried to do it. Connect it, it's like a weird...
A QR code?
Yeah.
You gotta take a picture of it?
Yeah, but then, I don't know, I've always had some kind of issues with that. It seems like a wrapper. You remember we were talking about wrappers the other day? Anyway, I don't know if it is or not.
Native.
So you got 1 point for Signal on the security front. Some security researchers have argued that Signal's encryption protocol is better and more bulletproof than Telegram's MT Proto encryption protocol. Okay, tough topic. I'm not an expert on it, but some people believe that. However, Telegram has some things that Signal does not. In Telegram, you can have up to 200,000 people in a group chat. Does that not sound like your worst nightmare?
That's chaos.
I don't know who needs it, but you can do that. In Signal, you're limited to 1,000 people. In Telegram, you can send a file. This is the one I like. You can send a file up to 2 gigs.
In Signal?
No, in Telegram.
Telegram, okay.
Telegram, you can send a 2 gig file. However, in Signal, it's 100 megabytes.
Oh.
So you got to give that win to Telegram.
Yeah. Some 8K footage.
That's kind of nice, man. To send 2 gigs, I mean, I like that.
Yeah.
Telegram offers cloud message synchronization. This is another thing. Because you're so secure on Signal, guess what? Your messages only live on your phone. They're only on your device. They're not on some server somewhere. Now you might look at that and say, well, that's fantastic because I know it's impossible for them to be spied on or whatever it might be. But it also means that what about what if you lose your phone? What about your backup or whatever like this? What about my synchronization with the cloud? It's not there. Of course, on the other hand, Telegram has that.
So if you get a new phone and you download the app, will your history be in the chat
Well, you will
logs?
have to transfer it from your old phone to your new phone.
Transfer.
Yeah.
Right. It's not in the cloud.
Not in the cloud. The cloud synchronization on Telegram allows you to boot up. You can just log into Telegram on the web and continue your conversations. On Signal, your conversations are stored locally on your devices and instead of on any kind of server, as opposed to using Telegram servers. Because that's the thing. If you're really concerned with privacy, you don't want anything on any servers, but you lose certain services by not
Right.
utilizing any servers.
Oh, this is a hard one.
And then also on top of that, Telegram apparently is a little bit slicker, the interface, more stickers and things like that. And
Oh, right.
yeah, I mean, as you can tell, you're looking at it right here. It's just a little bit flashier. So it's a tough trade-off there. Do you want the ultra secure or do you want the slightly better feature set and the ability to just, well, to be a little bit more carefree, I guess, as far as protecting your messages, if that's important to you. Now, me, I don't really ever go back and look at, I don't care about old messages, I don't think. I don't know.
No.
Is that crazy? Do you?
Not really.
I think it would only be if I had to go through an old conversation to extract some data, like
Yeah.
an address or something,
Yeah.
but that is pretty rare.
It is, yeah.
So, but anyway, that's your choice. Hopefully that helps you select between. Shout out to Chris Hoffman who put this together on howtogeek.com.